Hello there. Happy Monday. Well, it is Monday today. Might not be Monday by the time you're watching this. Anyway, day of the week aside, what I wanted to talk about today was BMI. I could go on forever about this, and I'm only going to make a short couple of minute video. I'm going to explain a couple of simple points when it comes to BMI and eating disorders, body mass index. Basically means very little, actually. Well, and the reason that I think it means very little, well, there's two reasons. One is personal experience. So that personal experience being doctors telling me, or anybody telling me, books, whatever, just sort of seems to be generally assumed that when a person reaches a BMI of 19, then they are then healthy. And I may have been healthy at a BMI 19 in as much as if I traced along the BMI chart, I got the, I don't know, green color or something, and it said, this is healthy. But that's about as far as it went. I was not healthy at a BMI of 19. Sorry, that's the cat. He's here. If you wonder why the cat's always here, it's because I can't control him. He's absolutely uncontrollable, so he appears in all the videos. Mental signs of malnutrition were basically just exactly the same as when I have been at a lower weight, pretty much. I'm still highly anxious around food. Eating was still very emotional for me. Mental hunger, so thinking about food the whole time. Watching hyper awareness of food, so always being very aware of what other people were eating. All of these things, plus the exercise compulsion was still there. So at a BMI of 19, I had all of the signs and signals of a person who was in a state of malnutrition. Stinky, what are you doing? Be quiet. Mummy's making a video, okay? Don't try and eat my microphone. No. No, leave it alone. Oh, for goodness sake. Stinky, you sit there, good boy. Okay, so the second point being that, all right, BMI, it's supposed to be based on a bell curve of the population. Okay, I'll just draw one of those for you quickly. So that's the graph, and it's like bell curves are the ones that go like that. And then you've got the sort of like, that's the medium or whatever you call it. So that's the average. The average is here. And so a BMI 19 would be down here. It might even be down here, I don't know. But the point being, if it's anywhere along this part here, it is below what the average for the population is. So it's below the average for the population. Now, arguably, there are some people that would naturally have lower BMIs, and these people that are in this part of the population here are not unhealthy. But what the BMI chart, when people say BMI 19 is recovered, what people are assuming is this, that all of the people that are in recovery from anorexia happen to lie here. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? No, some people who are recovering from anorexia are going to lie here, and some of them are going to lie here, and some of them are going to lie here, because this is the general population. And so saying to somebody, oh, when you've hit BMI 19, you are recovered, is bullshit, because what if they're someone that's supposed to be there? So does that make sense? When we say that a BMI, everybody that's in recovery from anorexia or any other restrictive eating disorder, and they're in malnutrition, saying that that person will be out of a state of malnutrition when they reach a BMI 19 is complete bullshit. How could that be true? Because the general population aren't all BMI 19. And so it's assuming that every person with anorexia is somebody who would run on the really quite slim side, which isn't true. So that is, I think, a lot of the reason why many of us reach a BMI 19 and think, oh, I still have anorexia, I'm just in a slightly larger body. It's because you're not actually nutritionally rehabilitated that you still feel like that. So the signs, rather than looking at a BMI, or calling on a magic number, 18 or 19 or 20 or whatever it is, eat food and keep eating food and keep gaining weight until you notice shifts in your mental state. Because when your body comes out of energy deficit, those mental state shifts will no longer need to be there. So that's where the magic really lies. And of course, a part of you is going to hate that because you just want me to give you a number and say, this is where you're going to be, I promise you're going to end up there. But I'm not going to do that. And anybody that tries to do that, you call them on that bullshit as well. The only thing that knows where your body's happy, healthy, unsuppressed, unrestricted body weight is your body. And when you get there, the signs will be evident both physically and mentally that your body is happier.